Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome everyone. We are here for the Emerging Entrepreneur Success Secrets and Masterclass. This is where we're going to talk about how to launch and grow a business and a life you love when you don't know where to start, how to build, or how to make it all happen as we are navigating and managing and balancing and juggling all the other things we have going on in life. So, we're going to get into it, and I want to share with you more about what we're going to cover. So we're going to go over what I'm calling the secrets, the three secrets, and they're not necessarily secrets per se, maybe not, but they're a little bit more like ahas, for me, realizations about what was really important in launching and starting a business and being an emerging entrepreneur, which I'm wondering if most of us here are. Even if we already have a business, sometimes we're still growing it, right? So secret number one, how to get started with your business without sacrifice so that you can go after what you want. Secret number two, before funding or resources, you need this so you can materialize and manifest the business and income you want. And then secret number three is how to access or leverage community to start getting clients fast. So of course we start earning income. All right, so does this sound like you? Do you dream of being able to launch your business, but you're struggling with what to do first? Have you already launched your business, side hustle, or passion project that pays? I think that's how I started my business with wine. It was a passion project that pays, but you want more momentum. Do you want to have more confidence and trust yourself more? Are you tired of feeling trapped, confused, or stuck while you see other people around you succeed? And do you have a dream, but you keep getting stuck on concerns about money, time, or other people's judgment? Basically, you're in the right place. That's what I want to say. We are all in the right place because one of the problems that I know I have experienced for myself and I've heard from other people is that there's so many strategies, so much advice out there that it is really hard to know like who to trust and what to do first or what to do next. Also, what I have learned from working with a lot of emerging entrepreneurs and my personal business is that a lot of times we think we have to have it all figured out or have all the things before we even get started. So I want to share with you who I am a little bit first too, because you might be wondering, well, yeah, why should we listen to you? But just in case you don't know me, I am Michonne Williams. I am a luxury wine consultant and what I call myself a lifestyle consultant because I do believe that when we are pursuing our passion, fulfilling on our purpose, we get to feel and be more alive. So I really want to embrace that. And I know that we're all here because we are people who are embracing that, being more alive. I am also the host of the Emerging Entrepreneur Show, and I have had my business in wine in direct sales for the last 10 years. So I've worked quite a bit with emerging entrepreneurs and myself being one of them. I really did want to create a business for myself and an income for myself, and my family. But what I struggled with was being consistent, and frankly, I still have that struggle, but being consistent and really knowing what was most important for me to do in my business at each and every stage of my business. And, how do you know, right, when you are new to working for yourself, when you are going from employee to entrepreneur, or, just even if you're not making that large of a jump, but just having your side hustle. So I did try a lot of things as I was building my business, read books, posted social media, did webinars, different kind of webinars than this, had accountability buddies, hosted live events and newsletters and all kinds of things were all helpful. But at the end of the day, I still felt like I was working in circles and going in circles about what was really the most important, because all of those things are tactics that can be useful and can support you in growing your business. But there are some essential foundational keys that I thought about as I was thinking about this that I really do believe are the key to developing and going in and knowing what to do next in your business. So this is what I realized what really worked. And as a result of me doing what I consider what really worked, I'm now, I've been in my business for 10 years. I've got, 35 or so people that I've directly sponsored. I get to mentor and support them, as well as the over 500 people in my organization. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My son is 5 years old now. That was one of the reasons I wanted to be an entrepreneur and have my own business. I wanted to be a work from home, business owner, which of course, when I started, working from home wasn't a thing. It now is a thing, unfortunately due to, the situation at large, right? But there are all those things that I was wanting and doing, and now I'm grateful that I get to be in business for myself this long, and really still repurposing what I know works for myself, and developing my business. Thank you, Christina. Yes, my little babes, both my babes, right? So here are my three biggest ahas, and today I want to share with you, again, like what I discovered, but it's not really about tactics so much as about it is, as much as it is the mindset and, what we're doing up here. And I realize this more and more all the time. In fact, just recently, I was going for a incentive of my business, and, I produced thousands of dollars, frankly, in a matter of a couple of hours, in wine, just because I went from, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't think this can happen at this late stage, to I'm doing this. So that brings me to my first secret, actually. My first two secrets are really based on that. So are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get into it? Give me a chat, let me know, give me a thumbs up, and we'll kind of go into it. Yes, I love it. Give me that energy. Okay, awesome. Yes. Okay, good. So secret number one, how to get started with your business without prior experience, certifications, et cetera, so you can go after what you want. This is the real deal here. It's decide and declare. And as I said, I'm going to go over a lot of what is up here when we're talking about building our business and pursuing our goals and getting what we want. Deciding, declare is what works for me every single time. Deciding, declare is about making the decision to take that next step, to start the business, to pursue the next thing, so it's deciding I'm going to earn that trip. I am going to, open my business. I'm going to launch my online business. I am going to start my YouTube channel. I am going to, get my first client. I am going to, whatever it is, it's like deciding it and declaring it. So deciding it, like it's firm. There's no going back. There's no back door. So that's the decide. The declare is letting everyone know about it. Letting people know. Sometimes that to me is almost like the switch as well, because you're putting yourself on the line. For example, launching a webinar that I've created for myself for the first time and sharing it and promoting it. That is the declaration. The decision was I'm going to do it, right? The declaration is letting everyone know. It is the marketing, it is the promotion, it is the sharing it, and it puts me on the line. I know people are showing up today. We had 20 people register. So I know people are showing up. I have to show up as well. So that is one of the real deal secrets that I have found makes a difference, a real difference. You might have heard this quote before. I love it. It's up to me. I never knew who wrote that before, but in researching, it's a gentleman named William H. Johnson. This really speaks to being responsible for what we want to create. If it's to be, it's up to me. It is not up to a situation. It's not up to someone else, right? It's up to us, and what it is that we see for ourselves, what it is that is important for us. It's like when I'm declaring that I'm going to earn a trip, reach that incentive level, generate $5,000 in sales this week, then it's up to me. It's not up to the circumstances around me, the people around me, right? So this is all about being at the source of what you're creating, and or being what one of the number one success principles is being 100% responsible, taking 100% responsibility for the results that we're having in our lives. So this is a pretty big foundational principle that I do talk about in my teachings and trainings around the success principles. And it is the foundation. It's the first principle, because everything gets built on top of this. Because if you think about it, if you are taking 100% responsibility, then it gives you power, right? It gives you power. It gives you the power to keep doing what you're doing that's effective. It gives you the power to stop doing what you might be doing that's ineffective. When you are 100% responsible, and if it's up to me, it's up to me, then you know that you always have the power to know what's next, do what's next, to go after that next thing for yourself. So really, I am in constant practice with this. If ever I catch myself, looking outside myself for a result, or for why something's not working, then I do ask myself, how can I be responsible in this situation? So I want to go to the next piece. Oh, this is one of my other quotes too. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step, by Martin Luther King. Again, it's all in that same playing field. So if it's to be, it's up to me. So I was thinking about this in terms of getting started in my business as well. When I first got started, 2012, in my wine business, I just really being transparent. I did not have a lot of money. Okay, I really didn't. To get started, it was $200. It was $200 to get started in my business, and I really didn't have it at that time. But I was clear that I wanted to get into the wine industry. I was passionate about sharing wine, and learning more about wine. I was interested in the education piece about wine. So I knew that it was in my future to create this, but I had to take certain steps. So, I ended up getting a job. My first paycheck, I purchased my business package to be able to get into my business. So you don't always have to see the whole staircase. It's just taking whatever first step is there. And I hear often, and this is as a result of the Emerging Entrepreneur Program that many of you attended. Thank you so much for doing that and tuning in. A lot of participants said, I don't know what to do first. I don't know what to do next. So my invitation is to, and this is going to lead into something we're going to do next, but is to just take that first step, just kind of imagine it. And if it's to start the business that you have in your mind, it's to just decide and declare it, and then the rest will come, the how will come, and we're going to talk about that next. So first off, and if you wanted to share in the chat as well, this is an opportunity right now to take a look in your life or in your business and start to think about what's something right now where you might be thinking to yourself, I'll do X once Y is done, clear, clean, paid for. Thinking about that. Is it an area right now, and you can put this into the chat, is there an area right now where you've been waiting for something outside of yourself to change, someone outside of yourself to do something different? Or some other circumstance to be different before you take your first step? If there is, you don't have to, but if there is and you'd like to share, please put that in the chat. And again, this is just for us to get connected and stay engaged with each other, but do that now. And this is for you now to think about whether it's this area or another area. What would it look like for you to take action in that area now? What would it take for you to take action in that area now? I love this, Jolie. Thank you for sharing. I'll invest after I am debt free? So my next question then is, again, yeah, what would it look for you to take action on that now, to invest now? Or if you're waiting to, let's say, launch your website or launch your Facebook group or your YouTube channel, what would it take for you to do that now? For those of you who are looking to get your first client, what would it look like for you to do that now? And if you're just taking 10% more responsibility in that area of your business, what would that be like? Or what would that look like? Or what results could you have if you were just taking 10% more responsibility in that area? And again, if you want to share anything there, I would love to hear like what you think that might look like. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jolie. Yes. Have a conversation with a financial planner before assuming this is a good idea. Yes. Exactly. That is the action. It can show up as soon as you start looking. As soon as you start looking. So thank you so much. If you want to snapshot this, you guys, so that you can do this exercise on your own, and you can do this for multiple areas, then I invite you to do that. Okay, perfect. So let's get into our secret number 2. And it all flows together. So before funding or resources, you need this so you can materialize and manifest the business and the income that you want. So here's the real about that. It's vision and goal setting, or as I like to say, goal getting. It flows together, right? So decide and declare is that this is happening. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know who's a part of this, but this is happening because I said so. Because if it's to be, it's up to me. The next piece really is about what is the vision? What is in your mind? What are you imagining that the ideal outcome is going to look like for you? So oftentimes we will maybe do this at the beginning of the year. People will sit down and do whatever they want to create for the year, and that is awesome and great. What's useful is doing this regularly and doing this for many areas of your life, right? So when you give yourself the time and the space to just visualize what it is that you want to create, that is the magic. That is the magic. And that is where answers will start to come to you. That is where the idea of what kind of questions will ask will start to come to you. That is where you might start to think of the resources you already have. It starts to happen in the vision. And that is where you're going to start creating your set of goals. That is where we start to create our goals from our vision. So a lot of times we'll take a look at the vision from 7 areas of life. For the purposes of today, of course, we're really just talking about your entrepreneurial journey. So we might just want to take a look at the area of career, the area of business, or the area of your income, to start taking a look at what is your vision. And if you have your vision, if you kind of have some idea of what your vision looks like now, and maybe for the rest of the year, or maybe just for this month, and you want to share that, that would be really awesome to do that in the chat. You can do that. So there's vision, and we'll take some time to take another look at that, but there's vision, and the other piece of that is the goal setting. I really do believe that goals are your dream fulfillment formula. So your vision is your dream. Your vision is your dream. What do you imagine? What do you dream? What can you just stretch yourself to think is to dream and believe is possible? And then the goals are going to come for that. And that is really the pathway to fulfilling on your dream. So when you have a clear vision and goals for what you want and how it will serve and support others, it starts to show up. So I really, and I can only speak from my experience as well, that when I have goals and I can see them clearly, and I refer back to them, and that they are in front of me. I wish I could show you my board here. you know, I have a strategic plan right here on my wall. I have, reminders of what I'm, need to just keep myself on track about. And maybe if you do that too, put that in the chat too. Do you keep your goals posted where you can see them? I'd love to know. That would be awesome. And also I do, monthly goals and mid-month check-in on the goal. So these are things that, again, keep you going, keep you focused, keep you fulfilling on your vision. Yes, thank you, Kenya. Yes, you post yours. Excellent. So what I want to go back to this too is that these are the pieces. This is not tactical stuff. This is the stuff that triggers your mind to be able to know what to do next, when to do it, how to find and see the solutions. So decide and declare, creating your vision, being in your vision, and creating the goals that support that vision. So I want to do a quick exercise with all of you now, just to start to loosen this up again and get back in touch with our vision. Now, normally, and what I do when I'm working with people in my group, we take a look at our vision in 7 key areas of life. So our health and fitness, our fun and recreation, our community and being of service, our finances, our relationships. So we look at different, we create our vision from multiple areas, and these are the areas that we know when they are full, when they're feeling fulfilled, is when you're feeling a fulfilled, full life. What I like to say, a have it all life, which I am committed to. But for today, we're just going to take a vision, do a visioning exercise around, let's say, your business. And maybe you want to just even niche it down even further to what does your ideal client look like? Or what will it look like when you launch your business or your website, or, have the presence that you want online? We're going to just take a little piece of that, and we're going to do a 60-second visioning exercise, just to kind of imagine. Actually, I'll do probably about 2 minutes on this. So if you're in a place where you can do this, go ahead and close your eyes and maybe take a few deep breaths. Let's do 3 deep breaths. And 1 more. And with your eyes still closed, take that one area of your business and start to imagine what it would be like if you had the ideal outcome in that area. If you had that area of your business showing up the way you want it to show up. Who would be there? Are you having a conversation? How are you looking? How are you dressed? Are you smiling? Are you being serious? What do your surroundings look like? Are you accepting payment online or in person? What time of day is it? Allow yourself to keep imagining, keep visualizing, and feel the feeling. Feel the feeling of what it feels like to have that ideal outcome, be in that ideal position. Start to bring that visual to a close. Any last feelings, thoughts, ideas that you're getting? Okay. Now, if you had some new picture come up, some new visual out of that exercise, go ahead and share it with us in the chat. Maybe you could share the area of your business that you did the exercise on, or take a note to yourself about what you saw. Okay, so I'd love to hear from anyone about, did you get any new insights from that? Did something that you've seen before show up again as part of your vision? Oh, beautiful. Excellent. Yes, I see some vision, board, money's being received online. Beautiful. Yes, I'd like to get more visuals of money and clients and happy faces, smiles and feel goods. Real estate, yes, helping single moms buy homes. Beautiful. Yes, exactly. I love that. Yeah. So feel free again, like to spend time on your vision. Um, something that I know also works with that is doing a vision board. If you want to spend time and get artsy with it. This is from Sheila Jackson, who I've worked with, and I did a vision and vino workshop, which was really fun, where we do vision boards and drink wine and really create, the future that we want. Sheila says, last year I spent my birthday at Michonne's Vision and Vino workshop. What a powerful way to bring in my new year. I had been in autopilot where my goals were concerned. Participating helped me revisit and reconsider everything about how I want to live my life and what I want it to look like. It brought me back to an intentional space, all while enjoying exquisite wine. So, yes. So I do love that. I do think it's effective. And I think that's also why when we post things too, we get to see it repeatedly. It continues to remind us, keeps us on track, it keeps us energetically staying open to our goals and fulfilling on those. So now, everything else has been about, what goes on in our mind and using our mind and I'll say our heart as well to generate, our business and what's next. So this one, however, is a tactic. So how to access or leverage community to start getting clients fast so you can start generating meaningful income and opportunities. So this is what I know works: networking. Networking works, okay? I've been in it, and I also feel like this is a bit old school in a way, because so many people are talking about being online and how to promote your business and your clients online. And that might be, and in fact, my husband gets about, I would say 98 to 99% of his business through his Instagram channel. So I know it works. And I know that this also works too. So my largest sales and profitable projects came from directly from networking groups. And this is the key about networking groups. And I'm saying networking groups opposed to chambers, and chamber of commerce are great, do that too. But in networking groups, you get to build a relationship with people. You get to build trust. You get to build credibility. You get to build relationship with people who are out there looking out for you and your business. So if you're just starting out and you're looking to build more trust and credibility, what better way than with a group of people who are going to get to know you, they're going to vouch for you, they're going to share about you with their networks. And so it is a very effective, multi-tiered getting sales and getting clients strategy. Multi-tiered because you've got the people that are directly in your networking group who you are building relationship and connection with and trust and credibility with, as well as their network. And sometimes their networks network. And you'll have people in your networking group who are having conversations directly with people about you. They're online sharing about you. They are on your Google, your Yelp, whatever page is giving testimonials about you. So it's very effective. I have found in my years of business, being a part of an intentional closed networking group. And by closed, I mean that, again, you're part of a consistent group who are looking out for each other, not so much a drop-in group, okay? And not that you can't get business that way either, but what I know works is really when you're building relationships. So even if it's a drop-in group that you can be consistent with, that is also effective. So I thought I had to do it all on my own, but by leveraging the power and community of networking groups, I gained immediate opportunities for my business, plus my highest paying jobs and projects. I'm talking about projects that were $10,000 in wine as a project, as a job, $15,000, $16,000 that came from just my networking group. So it's worth it to check this out. And again, it might be old school because it's person to person, but it works, it works. And I'm gonna share as well a success story from Jolie Sherwood, who's actually on the line with us today. Her business is called Creating Connections, and her business has doubled as well as a result of being a member of a networking group. And Jolie, if you want to chat anything in as well, you're welcome to do that. But I have seen Jolie's business grow, and I know she came in as a just starting business owner who also had a JOB as she was launching her business. And now she was able to leave the JOB to pursue her entrepreneurial business full time. So again, I stand by this, and I invite you to take a look at networking groups in your area that you could be a part of if you're really looking to take your business to the next level, get more clients, and more projects. So here are just a few of the networking groups that are out there. BNI, which is the networking group that myself and Jolie are part of. There's something called Lunch Club, which is awesome, and that is an online networking opportunity. You do need an invitation for that. So if that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and put in the chat Lunch Club so I can follow up with you and send you an invitation for that. Be Connected is another intentional networking platform online because it's a paid platform. So you have people in there who are committed to networking and working with one another and partnering and finding more like a joint ventures and partnerships there as well. Team Referral Network is like a BNI. Entrepreneurs Organization is really great as well. This is going to be more for established entrepreneurs who are having more revenue in their business. But I'm also happy to put together a resource so that you know some great networking opportunities. Oh, so this is Susan Gale, who I worked with as well. I'm very fortunate to have worked with Michonne Williams for almost a year. Michonne's support was instrumental in helping me achieve many of the goals I set for myself, and I'm grateful to her. I highly recommend Michonne and look forward to working with her. So Susan, really wonderful woman who is getting started in her HR consulting business and coaching people in HR. So we worked together for quite some time on goals and putting in place a set of the success principles that I work with through Jack Canfield to really get her going and positioned to get her next client and to like boost her business. So that's my experience with her. So here's what we've covered so far. We covered how to get started with your business without sacrifice so you can go after what you want. Before funding or resources, you need this so you can materialize and manifest the business and income you want, and how to access or leverage community networking groups to start getting clients fast. You can start getting that income. So that's what we've covered so far. And I want to ask you a question. Are you ready for the next chapter? So this is where I get to really share with you what I have coming up next and what I have developed really again out of my experience with the Emerging Entrepreneur Show. So I really am excited to share this with you. Maybe you're looking to get more support and get more connection. You're not sure if you can make it on your own. So I want to really talk about this, and what I'm going to share right now is, not really for you if you're just looking for marketing and sales tactics. There's a lot of coaches and mentors out there. I'm happy to even point you in the right direction for that. I've got some great ones. If you already have a business and life and entrepreneurship figured out, probably not for you. And if you don't really want the support in the community and connection of a group, probably not for you, but it is perfect for you if you're looking to go deeper and get more support during your entrepreneurial journey, for sure. If you want to be connected to a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, dreamers, and goal getters, this is going to be for you. And if you're ready to have more confidence, clarity, and conviction in your business, and by the way, this spills over to other areas of your life, this is also for you. So, can I share it with you? I'm looking for your permission. If I can share it with you, give me some thumbs up, give me some high fives, give me some love in the chat, and we're gonna let it rip from there. Awesome, thank you. All right, super excited, oh my God. So I am introducing the Emerging Entrepreneur Success System. I'm super excited about this because I fully believe in a set of success principles that I talk about often. These are put together, 67 success principles that were put together in this kind of master book and written by Jack Canfield. If you're not familiar with him, he was in The Secret. He's been around for a while, Chicken Soul books. But what I have done is take a few that I think really answers, what we're looking for when we are emerging entrepreneurs, and, kind of bundle them and package them and put them into the system that I know is going to really, this is what I know, give us the confidence, the clarity, and the conviction to go forward with our business. That is what I know. My purpose is to inspire and empower people to live as their fully self-expressed selves without bounds, having a life of having it all. And that is what I want for you. I am out to impact 10,000 lives by 2027, okay? And, I know I'm in my heart, I know how this works, the impact of these principles. So I'm so excited to share them in this particular way. So let me talk a little bit more about that. So the system is going to be really simple. First, of course, we're going to decide and declare that we're ready to gain that confidence and the momentum in our business. And then there's a way to sign up. It's going to be about 3 months long. We're going to start on Tuesday, August 9th. Okay. And it's going to be I hope it's a real workable system and schedule so that everyone can get the most out of this and while giving some breathing room, while also some room to really apply the principles and the system to your life and to your business. So here is the success system, okay? I'm so excited. So module 1 is first steps. So getting clear on what to do now. And we're also going to talk about the R factor here, which is that responsibility factor. And we're going to talk about first steps in your business. I might be able to bring in a special business coach here. But that is okay, this is the top of mind, right? What are we going to do first? So getting clear on that now. Module 2 are the keys to confidence. So we're going to uncover your life purpose and your passion, so you're making the right decisions for yourself at the right time. There's so much coming at us all the time that it can be can get kind of cloudy with, what are the right decisions for us. But when we really are clear about our passion, our purpose, that can drive what we know to do next, who we know to work with next. So that is going to be the keys to confidence. Module 3 is all about creating velocity with vision. So doing some of what we did today around vision, but doing more of it for more areas of our lives, as well as getting crystal clear on what is it that we want. What is it that I want? If I'm clear about what I want, then I'm clear about what I need to do to get there. And if I'm not clear, I have community. I have community to get feedback from, which we'll get to toward the end of the system. Okay, module 4 is the story voice formula. So one of the things I heard over and over again from our entrepreneurs who are out there who are making 6 and 7 figures is that you need to have your voice, be clear on your voice, and be powerful in your voice, because your unique voice is really what people are attracted to. That's who they want to be with, work with, align with. When you are authentically you. And so the story voice formula is about getting in touch with your voice, who you are, what your authentic self and expression is, and your story. So your story is really about, what are you sharing out there in the world so that people are attracted to you? I know it's important for, us as emerging entrepreneurs, as established entrepreneurs, to continue to give business. But sometimes we get held back by, how are we sharing ourselves? Get held back by not wanting to be pushy or salesy, but really when you come from what you're committed to, when you come from where you've come from to where you are now, you can share that in your authentic voice. You are attracting the people you want to work with to you. Now, module 5 is the essential ask and action step. So we're going to be creating our vision and our goals out of our vision. And we're going to be taking a look at what are the actual actions we need to take now to move forward with our vision, okay? And what kind of requests do we need to make to move that vision forward? Jolie made a great reflection in the chat earlier about asking her financial planner first about investing before making a decision whether it's a good idea or bad. So that's what we're talking about. Who can you ask to help you along the way on your vision and your goals? Module 6 is a powerful productivity solution. How can we be more productive in our business? How can we get all done? So we're going to take a look at some methods and some mindset to improve on our productivity. And excuse me. Lastly, module 7 is the fast track feedback formula. So using feedback to move forward faster in our business. And that is going to be a simple thing that you can do and keep tweaking. But when we get feedback, we get answers. And when you get answers, you have a better idea about what to do next in your business, that you can get to where you're going in a way that you want to do it. So in a way you want to do it, perhaps it's going to be with excellence, right? With power, with precision, with integrity. So with a way that it feels good, with it being heart-centered. So when you get feedback, you're able to make all those tweaks along the way, so you're getting where you want to go and taking the people along with you that you want to impact, you're getting there faster. Oh, and I think I might have missed a slide I want to put in here. Lastly, after we do all of our modules, we're also going to have a celebration party. And this is what we call your come as you'll be party, which you get to really embody who you envision yourself to be, with all of the results, all of the accomplishments, all of the wins, all of the community and the friends and family that you love, whatever it looks like for you at the end of a year. So that is what we get to do after module 7. Okay, so here's everything you get with this program. Live group trainings where we'll get together online and do about a 90-minute training on these principles and on each module of the system. So we'll do that together, log on online, they'll all be recorded, you'll have access to the recordings, all good, never gonna miss anything. We're also going to do a live group what I'm called answers and application time. So if you have questions between module 1 and module 2 or any of the modules, we're going to get together every other week to get your answers answered and apply whatever we've been looking at to your life or to your business. So we'll do a training, and then we'll do an answers and application, then training. So every other week for each aspect there. We're going to get a printable workbook. It's going to be beautiful. It's not done yet, but it's going to be beautiful. And you'll be able to print out a workbook, which will have worksheets in there. You can capture your thoughts, your ideas, what you're going to do next, how you're applying the principles of the system in the different areas of your life. Weekly affirmations. Affirmations are powerful. If you already do affirmations, you know what I'm talking about. But you're going to get a weekly affirmation emailed to you that's going to be in line with whatever we are looking at, during that module. So you can have something to reflect on. You can create your own affirmations, but I'm going to just give you a couple to work with during each module. So look forward to that. It'll be simple in your email box just to keep you motivated, inspired, empowered, all that good juicy stuff. You'll also have another bonus, which is a printable weekly planner. It's just going to really be kind of like, keep you on track with where we are. So if we're in module 1 and there's exercises to do, that you're able to check those things off along the way. You know where you are, or maybe what you need to catch up on, or what's coming up next. So all those things are going to be included with the program, as well as, of course, we have to have our private Facebook group so we can get together and support and celebrate each other throughout the program. So you can post, you can comment, you can share a win, you can share, something you're struggling with, and get, feedback from your community right then and there. And of course, I will be in there every day as well. Okay, so there are 2 paths that we can take, and each one is fine, right? So it's one, continue to go and do things on your own, put the pieces together, figure it out. I did that, and it is what it is, and it's fine. But that's one way. And my invitation is path number 2, of course, is like get the support, get the guidance, get the practice, get the application in the program so that you can really succeed with less stress and get access to these success principles in a really loving, supportive environment that, it also is going to have you being accountable to yourself and what it is that you want to have happen. So the enrollment is open now. You can go here. I will actually, let me see if I can drop the link as well in the chat, but I'll email it to you, of course. But you can go to bit.ly, the bit.ly/EESS1, and that will get you started. You can take a look at the whole offer page there and get yourself registered there. Okay, here's everything that's in the system. The 7 live trainings via Zoom, 7 live answers and application sessions where we get together as a group, as a community, and we either go to work on whatever you want to, how you want to apply that module success principle to your life, to your business. We get on there and get your questions answered. So I'm coaching you there as a way to look at that. The printable workbook, weekly email affirmations. You're going to get a certificate of completion, because that is always fun to me. You're going to get the completion celebration party that we're going to do online, the bonus Facebook group, and the bonus weekly action planner. So all of that is going to be included. And yes, so for those items, the lifetime access will be in your members area, the private group on Facebook, all the bonus content, live group learning, celebration party, your completion certificate. The system in our program together for 3 months is $297, okay? And so you can think of that as kind of like $99 a month, if you will. And you're going to be getting a lot of time, a lot of hand holding, a lot of support, a lot of love, And, so that is what I'm offering. I think it's super reasonable for all of what's included. I hope you do too. I hope you see the value in it. And if you don't, I'd love to talk more with you about what you would like to see more of, or what would make it more valuable for you. So that's what I love to learn. But that's what it is. So let me see what I have. If you still have questions, reach out to me. You can email me, you can call me. Either way works. I want to know what you need and if you have questions and how I can support you with this, because it's going to be a really powerful group. Like I said, I'm super excited about it, and please capture that so you can contact me, okay, if you have more questions. Now, lastly, we are at the end of our session today, our masterclass. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. Let me know if you had any top takeaways, put it in the chat. But lastly, I do want to say thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for sticking in. I wanted to give you this free email course that I have, which is all about finding your why. Find your why, find your way. So really, it's going to give you a 9-session email course, really, to kind of help you determine what your why is. If you don't know it already, it will support you with that. And again, that's another piece that informs our decide and declare. It informs our vision and our goals. So please take me up on that and take advantage of it, and and see how that can work and support you. So that is the masterclass. Thank you, everyone.